Did you know that you can control your scenes inside of your show control on your Behringer WING with MIDI and custom commands? Let me show you how. So go to Library, open up your show, and add the amount of scenes that you need to have. In this case, I'm going to program 8 scenes, and I have those snippets already saved into it. So I have 1 through 8. Now, the next thing I want to do is make sure to save my global preferences. That way, if I load a scene, it won't re-overwrite the MIDI settings, because if you didn't program the MIDI when you saved the scene, when you load up the next scene, it will overwrite it. So let's do this real fast. So with the library open, hit the lock button in the upper right-hand corner of the LCD screen, and then go ahead and select Preferences here. This will save all of the preferences of your Behringer WING. So to get our Behringer WING to receive MIDI commands, what we need to do is we need to hit the Setup button, go over to Remote, and then turn on MIDI Receive for our scene change settings. Now this MIDI can either be over the 5-pin input or it can be over USB, in which case I'm going to be showing you guys USB right now. Now to get this working, we need to open up Companion or anything that we want to send MIDI out of. In my case, I wanted to use a Stream Deck using Companion. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a module that's generic MIDI. The next thing I need to do is set my MIDI out to be on port 4 of the WING, because this is where it receives the custom commands for changing scenes. After that, I hit Buttons, select my first button that I want to edit, go to Add Actions, Generic MIDI, Program Change, and then this is where I need to set my channel to be 7. And then the scene that I'm wanting to pull up from my show will go in order of which number it is. So if I'm wanting to pull up my snapshot 1, that's going to be scene number 1. So I will do channel 7, program number 1. If I'm wanting to select scene 3, then I would go channel 7, program number 3. So for all of these buttons, we're just going to add in channel 7 and then the number of scene that I want to select. So here's scene number 1, and here's snapshot number 2, and here's snapshot number 3. Now, because it's MIDI, I'm not constrained to only using one program. So for instance, I could use QLab and send MIDI commands out of QLab to change the scenes on my WING. So here we go. I have my QLab here, and so here's scene 1, and here's scene 2, and here's scene 3. And remember, because the WING has the physical MIDI input port, you can really use any type of MIDI that you want to control different parameters like changing the scenes of your Behringer WING. So hopefully this helps.